Hello everybody, welcome back to Fancy Functioning Farms episode number 6, where a series where we may not be building the most efficient of farms, but we'll be building the coolest for your Minecraft worlds. This one, today's episode, a villager trading hall, is definitely not the most cost-effective option out there, but it's definitely very, very cool. So, without further ado, let's get into how it works and then we'll show you how to build it. So, to give you guys an idea of what this whole trading hall is capable of, I think I'll just walk through each of the features that this hall has. First of all, as you can see, all the villagers are one block next to each other, and they're all held in place by trapdoors like that. That means that the villagers are in a very compact area, and so they can get a lot of villagers in a lot smaller of a place. Second, you see we have these trapdoors back here. And what they're for is if we right-click them, we can send these villagers up into this water section. And what this does is it allows us to get rid of the villagers so that we can put in new ones if we don't like them. And when we want to just replace the villagers, we can just flip these up. Water's removed. And if we go over to here, this is where the villagers are inputted into the system. So he can put one, he'll fall on the honey block so he takes no damage. And what he does is he sees this composter down there, and he walks into place. He forgets that the composter's there, and then he'll take his job right here. And if you want to shuffle the trade, all you have to do is break that, and place again. Oh, he took this trade. So, break that, and place again, and there you go, punch 2. Respiration 1. So let's just quick throw in the next villager here, and it'll see him do the same thing. And there you go. Now he's in place. The next thing that is possible with this trading hall design is a quick conversion of all of the villagers. So if we just right click this note block here, all of the villagers are put up into this water section, and they'll be dealt just enough damage so that they can all convert quite quickly. And as you can see on the sides here, a Trident Zombie, or a Drowned, is able to throw a trident at the nearest villager, and from both sides, all of them are converted into zombies. So what you can do now is right-click this note block here, and all of these zombies will then be distracted by the iron golem, and you can take weakness potions, like that, and golden apples, splash them along, like that, and cure all of your zombies. Just like that. And with all of your villagers converted, you can go ahead and put the iron golem back down, and your prices will have been reduced. Okay, so briefly I'm just going to explain how this circuit works. Right here is one slice of the villager trading hall. So the villager sits right here, and all of this redstone is meant to work with this one villager. So the main redstone loop is going to be with this trapdoor right here. And what it does, when it gets flicked, it sends us a pulse through this loop of redstone, activating the water. It also then sends a pulse to this piston, which goes to this loop, which moves this piston up, resetting this system so that another villager can be put into the system after this villager dies. And that happens on the falling edge, so it's once this trapdoor goes up. This system here is for the conversion of all of the villagers, and what it does is it just activates the dropper but it deactivates the system that resets the villagers going in. So, like that. And then finally, there's a tripwire right here, so that when a villager walks into that area, it gets detected, the trapdoor is removed, and this piston is retracted, so that the system can't be activated twice. All of that lingo out of the way. Now let's get to the actual tutorial. Alright, so let's get to building this. In this chest here, you'll see the resources that you need for the outside of the build, i.e. kind of like the brains and stuff. And then in this chest is what you need per villager. So you'll need workstation along with all this other stuff here. And quick disclaimer, I'm not 100% sure if these are the correct material lists, but they're at least pretty close, so let's get started. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to go to where you want your first villager and dig down 4 blocks. And then bring up 5 carpets, so you'll have your carpet just right up on that surface. And what this does is it allows the villager to be frozen in place, so it thinks it can't move, and that hopefully reduces some lag. So we're going to do that right next to it as well. And the 5th carpet. And then we're going to do this along the whole stretch of where we want our villagers to be. Alright, and once that's done, we're going to place a line of obsidian here and here along the whole row. And this isn't actually necessary, but it allows you, so when you have your workstation right here, when you're mining and placing it, to shuffle the job of the villager, make sure you don't break anything else. So we're going to put some obsidian down this way. And just like I was showing you, we're going to place the workstations along. I'm just going to use all lecterns, but you can use whichever villager workstation you want. And then next we're going to be placing trapdoors facing this way so that they flip up like that. And next we're going to be placing a bunch of signs along the trapdoors like so. Alright, next you're going to want to take a honey block and put it up right there. And then you're going to be placing a bunch of trapdoors so that they flip up like this, all along there. Then we want to go along and place dispensers right on these birch trapdoors, like so. And you want to go ahead and fill those up with water. And then next we're going to be placing trapdoors along like this. And I just realized I forgot that this trapdoor needs to be here so that the last villager is still contained. You're going to have this top trapdoor go all the way to here, and then you can just do something like this where you let the villagers fall. Like that, and then they can just go into a containment chamber, so you just let it go like that. Alright, next we're going to take some spruce trapdoors and place them along like here. Or you can take some decorative block if you want, but I think spruce trapdoors look much better. Alright, so next we're going to come around back here and place a row of observers. Then we're going to place a row of blocks down like this. And set repeaters to 2 ticks on those blocks. And you want to place a line of blocks right here. Then go ahead and place iron trapdoors along like this. And some observers. And a line of blocks like here. Once we've got that all built, next we want to place a line of redstone torches like this. And you'll see that all of these have turned to water. That's what we're going to do next, is then replace all these blocks here with target blocks. And then dig right under here. And then place torches right along these target blocks here. Next, then we're going to dig out these 2 blocks here and replace these 3 blocks here with blocks of your choice for redstoning. Then we're going to place a line of redstone torches right here, a line of repeaters set to 2 ticks, and a line of redstone dust. Like that. Next you want to take some sticky pistons and place them along these blocks here, and place some regular blocks on top of those sticky pistons. Then we're going to pillar up here and place sticky pistons facing up right here. Then we're going to place some observers facing this direction, right above these pistons with 1 block of air gap. Then we're going to place a line of blocks along these observers here, and a line of blocks on top of these blocks here. Then we're going to put some repeaters, place some regular pistons facing upwards along these sticky pistons here, and then 1 block above these regular pistons we're going to place observers, and right on top of that we're going to place some regular pistons facing downwards. Go ahead and place some sticky pistons here facing this direction, and some sticky pistons on these blocks. Next we're going to build up the villager walkway, so place 2 blocks here, a top oak slab right here, and some string. Then, after we've got the string in place, we want to place some observers facing into some blocks, sticky pistons on top, and then we're going to want to place observers here. Alright, so that's the modular part of the villager trading hall done. If you want to test it real quick, you can step in right here, and you'll fall in to the first slot, and you'll see that these pistons are tracked back like that. And then you can flip this trapdoor, which will activate the water, and you can flip it again, and everything should be reset. One of the best ways to check that I've found is just to look down the line, and if anything's out of place, that's how you know something's gone wrong. Alright, now for some of the the brains of the whole thing. We're going to make this box right here out of wood, and this is where we're going to be putting our Trident Zombie, which will be able to convert all of the villagers. So we're going to dig down 4 blocks like that, and place carpet just like all the other ones. This is also to help reduce the lag, and then we're going to finish building this up here. We're going to place a sticky piston right there facing into this block here, so that when we activate it we'll be able to remove this block and reveal the Trident guy. Next we're going to build up this area right here, which is where you're going to be putting your villagers in. Place an observer facing this way, like that, and a piece of string right here. And then you want to just run this redstone dust along the top here, as long as it can go. Place a repeater once it gets too long, and continue the line. You want to just test that that works right there. And then you want to bring this out a couple blocks like so. Alright, once you've brought it out a couple blocks, it's not anything specific, but it's just got to be a ways. Go ahead and place a piston there and a composter. And then you want to just make sure that it's pathable so that a villager can find a path from here to the composter. So we're just gonna build like that. Then I'm gonna start building up the Trident cage over here as well. And remember, you want 5 carpets. Like that. And we're gonna have to move this here real quick. So just add some trapdoors like that, and we'll do something like that. Finish off this here so that the villagers can't escape. And we're going to want to place a piston right here. Again, so that allows us to retract this block right here. Since we're building in this area, we can kind of replace these here with some oak planks, and that finishes up the front side like that. Next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to go to one side here and replace this corner with a note block. And this is just activation. It could be a button or something like that. I just think the note blocks look nice. We're going to take an observer and go right under this note block here. Dig out a couple blocks here. Put the observer right there, going into a block. Dig out some more, and we'll run it into a repeater with 4 ticks. Next, we're going to dig out a little bit of area so that we can work with some stuff here. Place a block there, and replace that block with your redstone block. Then we're going to want to place a comparator here, redstone torch there, blocks like that, 2 redstone up like that. We're going to place hoppers facing into each other, like so. Just like that. And we're going to place 62 items into this first hopper here, and it should stay right there. Then we can go ahead and place a torch here and a torch here. And this is the extension timing circuit to figure out exactly how long the villagers should be underwater so that they take the perfect amount of damage so that they get converted correctly and quickly. Alright, so next you want to place an observer here and a sticky piston. Whoops, a sticky piston. And then you want to place an observer right here. Go ahead and then place some blocks in a shape kind of like this. Shaped like that. And then we're going to take a repeater on 4 ticks into a redstone dust, into a comparator, 2 more dust, comparator, into a target block right there. Take output from that, and redstone dust right there. That'll extend that piston, and that is what we want. Next, we're going to come down here and dig out some area beneath these torches here. And then we're going to run a redstone line right along this to about the middle. If your design is going to be longer than 30 blocks long, you're going to have to double this out, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. But we're going to be running a redstone line down here, just like that. Going to place a block like that, and then repeaters like that. Go ahead and place a torch there, block there, and we're actually going to get rid of this torch temporarily here. I'm going to place a redstone torch there. You're going to hear all the water go off, and then we're going to do that, and that should remove all the water, so it should be back to normal, and we'll go check that and show you right here. See, there you go. Then you're going to continue this line right here from the repeater, and this is where you would add more of these torch modules on if you had longer than 30 blocks here. Just one thing to note is make sure that these are separated so that they're not going to interfere signal wise, so this has to be like 15 blocks apart, and so that it doesn't interfere the redstone lines. Anyway, so you're going to want to continue this redstone line down till the very end of your thing here, and place your redstone dust on top. And we're going to come around to this piston here, and we're going to be doing the same thing that we did on the other side. We'll get our torch redstone, that'll extend it, place some blocks like this, comparators, like so. Then we're going to place a block right back here with a repeater set to 4 ticks. Place a sticky piston here, an observer up 1 block like there. Okay, quick note, when instead of placing this here, you want to place this actually on the sticky piston like that. Then we're going to dig out some area right here. Go ahead and run our redstone line like so. Place an observer right there into a block, and finish out your redstone line. And believe it or not, but you're almost done. We're just going to go ahead and put in some flooring right in here. Then we're going to go to about the middle here. It doesn't have to be super precise, but we're going to go and dig out this 2x2 area right here. Then we're going to place a chain right here and a trapdoor, flip it up so that it's up against there. Then we're going to jump down, dig out a couple more blocks, and we're going to place a sticky piston right here, dig out these blocks right there, and place 2 honey blocks right there. Go ahead and put a trapdoor and flick it up like that. Then you want to just come up here and build an iron golem, or if you have villagers around, you can let one of them be summoned. But we're going to get an iron golem, and we're going to push them in right here. And there we go. Then we're just going to place some slabs like that, and then go ahead and push those slabs in just like that. And then we're going to dig down just over to where that piston was. Going to place some blocks like that, a repeater, and then you're going to dig out this direction. And then once you get to the end here, you're just going to place another note block like that. And an observer facing upward like that. Now, this note block can be positioned elsewhere, just like this one over here. You just need to be able to hook it up into the circuit. So to do that, we're gonna place some oak logs just down like this, and run a line of redstone. Just like that. Then we're going to go ahead and cover everything up again. And that should be just about everything done. As you can see here, if we So as you can see, that's pretty much everything done. You can right click on this note block here, that'll bring up our iron golem, or you can right click again to bring them back down, or we can right click here. That'll set all the water off like that. And then after a little bit of time, these outside pistons will extend like that, and the water will be retracted, and that is what we want to see. So if we just get some villagers, this is where the villagers come in, so you can build this up, get up a water stream and all that, but you bring your villagers in, they go through this tripwire like this, and what that does is that shuffles this workstation over here so that they see it, and they think, oh, this is a free workstation, I'm going to try and pathfind to it. They go along all these trapdoors, and instead they fall into the position that they're supposed to be. Oh hey, power 4. So that is it. All you have to do is just feed your villagers in through this pipe here, and they'll be distributed along this whole thing. If you ever need to get rid of a villager, you can use this to drown the villager, and then you just flip this back up, and it should be ready for another villager to come in. Just like so, and there you go. One final note here, when you're getting the Trident Zombies into this location here, which is, you'll need one here and one on the other end on that side, you'll need to remove this top block here and just have a piston ready like that, so that when you get your drowned zombie in, you can just flick that lever, and there you go. And then you can just go ahead and replace all that once you're done. And that should be everything. Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and enjoy your villager trading halls. Bye!